You're a floating table.
I requested a floating table.
Tell your friends we're never a bore. You haven't heard it like this before. Yes, it's time to explore the things we care for. And though your jaw may hit the floor, we're still the weirdos you adore. We're the weirdos next door.
Hello, this is Nobi, he, him,
And this is Nicole, they, she.
and together we are
The
Weirdos
Weirdos
Next Door. Do we have that plan?
No.
That was good.
We're doing better.
Yeah, a cappella. So we haven't been on for a bit. We haven't published anything in
I think
month.
we've been about
10
a month break-ish.
Month? No, a few weeks. Anyway, it's been way longer. We did try to stay in touch with everybody via our Instagram at the Weirdos Next Door podcast,
Yes.
and not as much, but still on our Facebook, which is
The Weirdos Next Door, or our group, The Weirdos on Facebook.
yes. We have a lot of updates there as far as what's going on with our builds and stuff, what we're doing while we weren't recording, and like it just like the reason it was because we'd lost our recording studio. We could just leave it at that and just say we lost our. Oh man,
Let's see.
we lost our recording studio, so we're gonna have a GoFundMe.
So many options.
Now, the ex roommate's room, which became like the guest room, the spare bedroom, now
Yeah, it
the
became
studio.
It was a photo studio,
Mm-hmm.
and then went to the studio.
Oh, it was a growing studio for a bit for the weed.
It was a grow room for the weed.
We had so many outgrow. We had them outgrow the little grow tent, little 3x3 grow tent. I was a little ambitious, and I was like, "Oh wait,
I need more space.
I can't plant. I can't do like 8 plants in 3x3
at one time."
So it was actually staggered. So it's the ones that were still needed, like the full sunlight. They stayed in the grow tent, and the
The
big
ones that were maturing
were out here. And this also became a temporary, like drying room for like when one had a bigger harvest.
It was the smudge room. We discussed that earlier.
It was the smudge room. Smudge got to run around that. And actually, we have Smudge.
Smudge is visiting the studio with us tonight.
Yes, and
she's our guest of honor.
We're trying to see if
she's just watching the lava lamps.
Does she have any catnip? She's probably stoned.
She's probably stoned.
Yeah. So anyway, we lost our studio because we had to convert it back into a guest bedroom because we had family visiting.
Yep.
And we did not have the foresight enough to have a contingency plan, and
build a little temp studio.
Yes, we still. Well, this is our temp studio, so it would be like a temp, whatever. But we still haven't. We still don't have a plan. What we're gonna do if we, and this could happen pretty soon. This becomes a guest bedroom again.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure that out. Definitely think about that. And then that stay got extended because of the wackiness going on.
Because of the COVID.
Yes, it's gotten really bad, and people are getting extra stupid, and it's like going crazy.
And my family is in Texas.
And some of them
and my
are
mom,
just
again,
now
is actively going through cancer treatments.
And some of your family is just now getting the doses. Yeah.
So some people got their first doses here recently. So there's that.
We'll leave it at that. That's another episode.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got a little busy. Like as we all know, life happens and things often don't quite go according to plan. So we hope that we can build a little bit more consistency and get you guys to stick around with us and put up with us through the occasional little breaks. And if all else fails, I shouldn't say if all else fails. I hope that we can eventually get to a point where like we're not having to take those unplanned breaks. So hopefully our next one will be a planned break.
Yes, and we'll try to cover that with other content.
Yes. So my mom and brother came out and visited from Texas. Again, we do safe road trips. We drive. We make minimal stops. Always wearing masks. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. All the good stuff. So they drove out, spent about a month here. I have other extended family relatively in the area, so my brother shuttles our mom back and forth between the extended family and myself. So it was also, and my mom, I love you so much, but my mom is not great at figuring out a schedule or sticking to a schedule, especially when it's kind of like open-ended. I do not know what just happened. There were so many D's there.
Let's start over again.
Yeah. She does not do well with like an open-ended schedule, which, yeah, that's probably where I get it from, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I don't do well with just like, I need a little bit of, structure and, space keeping, I guess. So it was difficult to plan around said, visits of going back and forth to figure out when we could record. So unfortunately we had to take a little bit of a pause.
We were like in a constant state of flux.
Yeah.
Right? Constant state of flux.
So we filled our time instead with, I did a lot of baking over the last few weeks. My mom is currently a little underweight, so it's just kind of oh, you'll eat cookies? Fantastic. Here's all the cookies. And also, the woman loves tomatoes. So, like, with how our garden has been going, like, we've had an incredible tomato harvest. So I was able to pawn off so many onto her and also send some up to the family that, lives up north.
You're going to, and you're actually starting to develop a taste for the tomato.
I mean, I didn't die.
And we're finding ways to prepare it that you can stomach.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the pasta sauces that I've made, and
with the
burst. Yeah, just like roasted or seared or whatever tomatoes. So that's been nice. And then when I get back, we'll hopefully maybe do a little canning.
Canning and what was that one episode? That one recipe, the egg and tomato.
Oh yeah, like a baked tomato with an egg in it.
Yeah, with some like cheese and other
Yeah, I mean, you can put whatever you want in there, but like similar to like how you do a baked avocado or whatever, just with a tomato. So yeah, I could maybe do that one.
Yeah, or like when we made a pizza and
just threw some tomatoes on there. Yeah. I didn't hate it. I'm getting there.
It gives it extra flavor.
Yeah.
Another layer.
We're gonna have some peppers coming in, so I'll hopefully try to make some of our own salsas or
hot sauces
and that kind of fun stuff.
I'm totally down to try to concoct our own Weirdo's hot sauce.
Yeah. We even because my brother was in town, we went out and enjoyed, drinks and happy hours on some patios while they were in town. So that was nice and weird. I mean, it's still kind of nerve-wracking just because case counts are going up significantly again. But it was kind of nice to actually go and enjoy a beverage on a patio in the sun with my people. It's kind of nice.
Yep.
We also got to one of my friends had a pool day at their house, so I was actually able to coordinate my mom and my brother being able to go, and so they finally got to meet my main group of friends after them being the main people in my life for the past 3 years. So it was nice that my my family got to meet my best friends.
Your family.
My family.
Making up all
The
those
people who choose to
conjugated
love
words.
me.
We're not bound by genetics, bound by DNA.
Yep. I mean, the full saying is, the blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb.
Okay.
The people you choose are more important than the ones you're born into.
But then what is blood is thicker than water? See?
That's the thing. They cut it down. A lot of those things, we might have to do a whole episode on that.
Oh no, that's another episode?
That might be another episode. Is like all those sayings where like the full saying is actually completely contradictory to what our society like slowly turned it into, so it means something that it actually didn't.
All right.
But we're making it, they made it more normative.
Oh, and we don't like that kind of shit.
Yeah, that is another episode.
That is another episode. That's another episode.
Like that's one of my favorite sayings is like the blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. That is the actual historical saying.
I thought you were going to say your favorite saying is that's another episode.
Huh.
Anyway, continuing on with our update. What we've been up to since we've been sort of like incommunicado. You experienced a couple of losses.
Yeah.
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 So, do you want to talk about that, or you want? Is there it's like for reals another episode?
I mean, there's definitely going to be pieces that come up in other episodes, but I mean, basically in the span of a week, my best friend of 14 years decided that I'm she doesn't need me in her life anymore, which I respect. Her feelings and what she is upset about, they're totally valid, but there's also my side of the story that is valid also. But that story doesn't want to be heard, and that's okay. I hope one day we can figure something out and talk again, but that's not my choice right now.
No.
And then
my opinion.
I know your opinion.
I hold a grudge forever, and it's like you're dead to me.
I know. Again, like that's another episode, because like I don't know, like you know this friendship, and you've been on the roller coaster alongside me begrudgingly.
It really feels like you've grown apart.
Yeah.
And it's not anybody's fault.
Yeah, like I mean, I wondered myself if it's one of those relationships that we tried to keep going out of time invested, or because of the maybe a little bit of trauma bonding, the stuff that we've gone through over the period of our lives that have been huge things for us, good, bad, ugly, and different. We've been there through some of the worst pieces of our lives together.
To paraphrase a quote from one of my favorite movies of all time, The Big Chill.
How did we're gonna go there?
It's but we're friends. We're friends. No, we were friends a long time ago. We don't know anything about each other now.
Yeah.
What each other's going through. We know the superficial stuff, but that's it.
Yeah, it's like, and it's adding in how our world has changed, especially with social media. And I share very little personal stuff on my social media. I just shitpost. I do.
You do post like happy occasions, like being able to go finally to see an event or something with your friends, which is fine.
I did your cute birthday post.
Yes, you did a cute birthday post for me.
I usually do our anniversary post, a birthday post for friends if I think about it.
Yeah, no, but it's even like one of us is We're still in the same house, but in different rooms, and we're texting each other.
Yeah, but now it's like, but I'm not. Like, I admit it.
You and I have texted every day since we've met. Yeah. I'm pretty confident that we pretty much have not gone a day without saying.
Hi, Smudge. That is Smudge's first time making herself known. Welcome. Welcome, sweet girl.
You are not a...
God, you're perfect.
You are supposed to be a quiet studio cat. And you're shaking those the bells, the two bells that I have attached to your collar, and I cannot be mad at you.
Because she's still perfect while she's doing it.
She is a cutie. She's just sitting underneath the desk, or at my desk right now, just kind of looking around, saying like, "Okay, I'm not here, and Dad's here. We're safe."
And I tend to like internalize a lot of like the stuff that I'm processing. I'm not a like how you're a auditory processor. You extemporaneously just kind of work through things.
Is that to me just kind of like talking to myself, rambling like a crazy man?
Or you're just like talking out loud, like, yes, just talking out loud, but like you'll be having a conversation with me or just talking at me. Like, and I'm happy to be that thing for you. I'm happy to be your void. But it's just like, I don't know. It got a lot harder for me to, for the past 6 or 8 months, my phone has been on Do Not Disturb. So, like, I hardly ever see my notifications. Any phone calls, they go straight to voicemail, which, like, I'm sorry. I know it sucks. But, like, yeah, phone calls go straight to voicemail because I'm just like, I can't do it. And
can't do the voice.
I can't. And I have crippling phone anxiety. Like, it's not fun for me. It's very stressful, but it just got hard, and I would try to, check in and do the like, hey, I'm thinking about you. This thing I did today reminded me of you. So that it's been hard, and I tend not to be the friend that needs much. Like, I'm not the person who's calling you and venting to you every single day, or like regularly needing attention. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, that's not who I am.
I think a lot of it is like, where everybody stands in the relationship, where both parties stand in the relationship, at what level, because some are at different levels.
Yeah. And so, like, yeah, it's been hard, and yeah, losing someone that has literally been in my life for half of it.
Yeah. And
been such a huge part of it, who, is family to me. Like, it's hard, and it is a little hurtful to just feel so dismissed, because, like, out of all the people who understand, or who should understand, or who I thought understood that, like, sometimes life happens, and sometimes we can't perform to the expectations or the levels that you need, and especially during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for anyone. Like, I've tried to give myself and others so much grace for, just existing for the last year and a half.
Yeah. I think there are like two kinds of friends, right? Ones that you have not spoken to or talked to or seen in years. And when you get together, it's like you just click.
It's like nothing happened. You pick up right where you left off.
And it's like, I haven't heard from you in a while. Hey, it's like, don't worry about it. No big. I know things are going on.
Yeah, you go over the highlights.
Yeah.
The good and the bad highlights.
But then
the conversations are long, but then you get back to just talking shit.
But then they're the transactional type of friends that, require a tit for tat.
Yeah. Or some sort of performance, or
there's expectations, and it really is about expectations.
Yeah, I think the best way I've been able to put it so far is, like, I feel like there was a test I wasn't aware was happening. Like, I didn't even know I was being graded at the time.
Well,
and I will say, like, taking accountability of my side of, like, I know that I have been letting a lot of people down. I've been letting myself down.
The one thing that I've noticed about you is that if someone lets you know that they need you, you are there for them.
Yep.
But if they don't let you know, there's no way you're going to know. You're not a mind reader.
No?
What haven't you
Are
seen?
you sure?
Haven't you seen my Facebook posts? Did you see what I posted on Instagram like 3 weeks ago? Why didn't you sense that you needed that you need to like check in on me?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just it's hard. But
I'm
yeah, no,
sorry.
like I need you, like it is for some reason my brain, and I at this point I call it the mom friend override. Like that's the best thing I've been able to come up with.
You just drop it.
I am able to, like, there's something in my brain that turns off my pain, whatever my brain mush is deciding to fuck around with that day. Like, I'm able to, like, fuck everything else. What do you need? I'm here for you. I will drop everything. But yeah, I'm not a mind reader. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, yes, you're like best friends, soulmates, kind of that kind of stuff.
But I'm not the kind of person who, like, I'm not reading your Instagram story thinking that everything is about me. Because it most likely isn't, and I've worked really hard on on getting my brain to not do that, and don't get me wrong, I still think like 98% of anything that goes wrong is my fault. Like that's just where we're at, but I try not to take things personally. So yeah, like I don't flip through, you know, my closest friends' Instagrams thinking that every single thing they post when I don't know, but I know it's complicated. And like there were also mentions of like other aspects of my life that I have time for and don't have time for them, which again, I understand how from a social media aspect you could kind of make that argument. But again, you're only seeing a very small portion of what you think is happening. Like, you're not seeing the fact that, you know, I still haven't seen my friends locally very much either, or that we make plans over a month in advance. Because that's how a lot of our brains work, is, you know, we have lives and jobs and shit hits the fan and plans don't always go exactly how you want them to. But when a friend is trying to sell their house and needs their house painted ASAP because they need to get photographs done, yeah, I'm gonna spend 14 hours over there painting her house. And I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
But like, again, you're not seeing the planning things months in advance, or the fact that we have a calendar, or that, again, I don't text anyone. Like, I don't text them every day. Like, we text when we have plans coming up, because we're like, oh, we're going to blah 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 this weekend. Like, what time are we leaving? What time are we all meeting together for the carpool?
Yeah.
Like, that's how our communication goes. Like, we have this plan. What is our plan? And then we don't talk for, you know, the next week or two until the next plan.
See, like, you're a bad texter.
I'm a bad texter.
I'm a mad texter.
You
I'm a crazy mad texter.
You're a chat sloot.
I am a major chat man. What? Chatman Crothers. I don't know. I that's one of my, I guess because I communicate by written word. That was my livelihood for a while.
Well, it's also like it's just the differences in our introversion.
That's true.
Like, I've always said, you're better on text and I'm better in person.
Hey.
Like,
I'm pretty solid in person too.
no, you're fantastic in person, but as far as like our batteries go,
oh yeah, you tolerate people more than I do.
yeah, I do better in person. Well, not like in public, but like going for a hangout with our friends.
Yeah.
I do better in person. You're a better texter, like, without a doubt. Like, yes, I have even told people, and my family knows it, if I'm not answering my phone and you need to get a hold of me, text or call Nobi.
Yeah, because I will.
And I'm like, I know it's shitty. I know it's terrible. I'm so goddamn sorry. But if, like, just...
You really need
if
me.
you really need something... So, like, all of my family members have a group text that is them, Nobi, and I. And I know, like, trust me, I see the little number on my phone, the little badge icon thing that just slowly starts to go up, and it goes from, like, I have 2 text messages from brother to I have 2 text messages from brother, and then the group text with all 3 of us there turns into 6 messages. I'm like, oh damn it. like I'm sorry.
But it's all just chatty,
Yeah.
chatty
Like
McChatterson stuff.
It's like I don't know. I wondered if, like, maybe I haven't made those points clear enough. I've tried to, like, I don't know. I've tried to help,
Boundaries.
I've tried to help people, like, with my communication handbook of, like, hey, these are things I have found that help, like, communication with me. Like, these are things that I need. And I'm wondering if I, like, somewhere along the line didn't have that conversation with them, or, like, I don't know.
Or they forgot.
Or they forgot, or
they're just selfish and want you to be at their beck and call, and they don't want you to have fun without them.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
So then maybe 24 or 48 hours later, I'm having a conversation with my long distance partner of about 1.5 years now. And, like, over the past few months, over the past 1.5 years, you know, our entire relationship, like,
Has been long distance.
Has been long distance, has been in the midst of a pandemic, which was obviously
such a damper on a new relationship.
Such a damper on a new relationship, such a damper on a new long distance relationship.
Yes.
And, like, so not according to plan. Because this was not how it was supposed to go. Because I haven't seen my person, or my long distance partner in, you know, since February 2020.
Just before the pandemic. We got to go out there. You got to, like, actually meet in person once.
Share space and enjoy time together.
Yeah.
And like, officially know that we had kind of caught the feels.
Yes, that was sweet.
All the glitter. So much glitter.
All the NRE.
So much.
But then there was plans to get together and stuff.
Yeah, like, we were about to, you know, schedule I was going to be going out in April.
And then boom. Lockdown.
Yeah.
It was just pretty much relegated to.
Yeah, we had text and FaceTime.
You had FaceTime dates and things like that.
And, you know, for the first few months, like, actually probably till New Year-ish.
Yeah.
We were doing really well with, you know, keeping on schedules, at least talking, like, maybe once a week. We were texting regularly, even if we weren't talking on the phone. And then, you know, 2021 started, and it's just been nonstop onslaughts on both sides on so many levels.
Yeah.
We're both spoonies. Like, we both have, you know, families and things that we've had to deal with, and mental health issues, and it's just been it's been nonstop on both sides. And unfortunately, like, when things are going okay for one, like, the other one is having a really hard time or is really busy, and vice versa. So our schedules just continued to never line up, and next thing you know, it's been 6 months since we've talked on the phone.
Oh boy.
And it's hard, and it gets hard to maintain. And so I had noticed, and it's probably one of those things where it's like, we both, like, knew that we needed to have that conversation, but we haven't had time to have this conversation.
Right.
Kind of situation. And so it was kind of one of those, like, I don't even know how to, like, put it into words necessarily. Like, the like sadness and frustration and like
pining.
Yeah, just the like, fuck, I just want to
be with you.
Be with my person.
Yeah.
I can't think of how many times I told them, like, I really just want to take you on a date. Like, I want to, like, make you coffee in the morning. Like, like,
Yeah.
I just want to, like, be with my person.
Yeah.
I want to play a board game with you. Like, all those, just, like, the stupid mundane shit. Like,
the stupid mundane shit we do.
Yeah. I love the stupid mundane shit. Yeah. I like doing stupid mundane shit with you. And I want to do stupid mundane shit with them too.
We always run errands together. We're like silly like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
so
like it's like the sadness and frustration and like just the never knowing where the light at the end of the tunnel is. Like it just it started to, I think we both like eventually started internalizing that into non-communication. Just like, it's making me so sad that I can't be with you, that like my brain is like, I need to distance this.
Yeah.
Like it's making me sad.
See, I hadn't realized that it was to that point. I just assumed that you two were like always, in touch and chatting and.
No, like, and I noticed it, and I probably, again, since I process internally a lot of the time, like, you would, see their name pop up on my phone and be like, oh, how are you guys doing? What are y'all talking about? And I'm like, we haven't talked in a few days, actually. Like, or it's been a week since we talked. And it just got hard. And so, like, but how we were able to communicate that with, like, so much love and intention and care for one another was...
Like...
It was such a drastic difference from what had happened a couple days before.
Yeah.
Of, like, I love you so much, but, like, we need to do this for both of us.
Right.
Like, we are obviously, like, even though we have no expectations for each other, like, even that right now is not helpful.
So semantics, you're calling it a de-escalation.
Yeah, we're calling it a de-escalation because we are still very much friends, still very much, like, in each other's lives, and we still very much care for each other.
You're just removing the extra pressure.
Yeah, it's more communicating that, like, it's okay. Like, you don't have obligations. You don't need to feel bad. Like, even though, like, we'd been telling this to each other this entire time, like, there's still something about, like, that level of, you are my partner, you are my person. Like,
I should be getting this, this, and this.
And it probably is. It probably is a lot of internalized, like, we have these check boxes that our partners are supposed to fit into.
Right.
And I think that's one of the beauties of polyamory is a relationship doesn't have to be what relationships always, or what we think relationships always look like.
Right.
Like, I think probably the one constant we have had over the past few years have been, like, comet relationships. Like, we have people that we connect with very, very deeply, that when they're in our orbit, fantastic. When they're not, they're not.
Comet, as in Halley's Comet. Yes. Like, when they come in, it's wonderful. When they exit your sphere, then
you miss them, check out where they're at, when they're going to be coming back.
But, it's not like...
it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really cool when it happens.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, it was a really interesting week. Lots of emotions, lots of tears. Oh, I ugly cried so much that week. Whew. Yeah, relationships are weird.
So anything else?
I don't think so. Coming up, we're probably going to be we've discussed doing some global warming discussions.
Yes. That's big.
That is big. That one's gonna be a research beast.
Yeah, that's one of those things that is contributing heavily to my my nihilism.
Yeah.
And I'm very, like, it's almost a point, and I've expressed this to you, it's like, what's the point? We're all going to be living on a lava planet,
We'll be planting our fall garden, so we'll be getting into that shortly after. So that will be coming up with our fall garden update. And then I'm sure we'll have a Chicky Burb update coming up soon. If we get our first egg, that'll be exciting.
Yes, must build nest box. But that we'll cover that in our Chicky Burb update coming up here.
Spooky season has begun. We totally left out spooky season.
Oh yes, you've already gone to like spooky shit already.
Yeah, we're already doing spooky shit.
There's a spooky wreath that went up, I think, like
August 1st.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, on our door.
Yep. Yeah, I got to do. We did. They did Midsummer Night's Scream at the Pasadena Convention Center, which was very nice, of course, because you're in LA County. It was all, masks required, which was fantastic. So you didn't, at no point did I feel unsafe or gross or like I was gonna get sick. It also wasn't overly packed.
Meanwhile, I'm back here chewing my nails to the bone. No. I won't go to those things.
I understand.
And also, I don't like going out in public because everything. So
yeah,
I'm a shut-in.
Yes, you are.
Anyway, so you've been doing a lot of with your scare crew.
With the Boo crew.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been nice. We also went and saw the premiere of Candyman the other night, which was
getting great reviews.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele has done it again.
Yes.
Go check it out, please. Please go check it out.
He's a genius.
And I'm sure our buds over at the Squad Ghouls are gonna have a review up of it.
Oh, really soon, if not already.
So I'm sure that will be going up shortly. Go check out the Squad Ghouls. They are fantastic and funny and amazing, and we love them.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And coming up, we have Halloween Horror Nights. And that is at Universal Hollywood. That one's going to be a fun one. There will also be Not Scary Farm and Ventura County Scaregrounds, which is a completely new event this year, which I'm pretty excited about. I think that one's going to be pretty fun.
Which I have deigned to attend with you and your wacky group of friends.
Yes.
Deigned.
We're trying to get Gerbil to come too. So hopefully Gerbil comes also. Since you're going.
I mean, that'd be okay.
You'll hang out with Gerbil.
I wouldn't mind having a bud. No.
You'll hang out with Gerbil.
No big. No, I'd be super excited. I'd be wetting my pants. Yeah. I'd be air humping.
Excited peas and air humping.
I'd be air humping. Yes. No.
Yes, Gerbil.
No. Wait. Oh. That's what Ace Ventura does. Anyway, so those are things coming up.
Yeah, I think there's also Reign of Terror coming up, which is a haunt in Thousand Oaks. In the Jan's Marketplace. We went to their early spring, they have a special fundraiser event that they do earlier in the year, and it's kind of like the tester. So we got to do that earlier, so I'm excited to go through again.
And you're actually going to volunteer again.
Yes, I am volunteering again at a haunt up in Ojai at the Ojai Valley Inn. I think it's on October 30th. It's going to be, I believe, the first chunk of the evening from 4 to 7 is going to be kid-friendly, no scares, just hanging out, giving out candy, being cute in costumes. And then after 7, it turns into scary. We get to change the music, change our makeup, make it a little bit more gory. The theme this year is Hotel Transylvania, so they made it a little challenging for us to make it scary, but we're hoping we can make it fun and enjoyable for both the people who want it to be cute and the people who want it to be scary. I will be a floating table.
You've already been assigned your.
I'm a floating table.
You've been assigned your role, and you're a floating table.
I requested a floating table. I wasn't assigned. I requested to be a floating table. Thank you.
And how are you going to be a floating table?
I dress all in black, and you won't be. And then I have a table.
That's it. Oh, your head's not like on the table, like your head, like the severed head, sitting on the table, floating around, like.
This can probably be arranged. I might need you to help me build something, but I will email our person tomorrow because that is actually a fantastic idea and might be really fun.
Wait a minute, did I just like sign up for a project, another project that's going to stress me out?
You have 2 months. But no, I have brain ideas that I think we might be able to figure it out for relatively cheap because it also has to be light enough that I can carry it around all night. So it has to be like poster board. Like I'm not talking something that's wood.
I was just going to take a table and cut a hole in it for you.
Oh, I'm just going to carry around a whole 50-pound table.
That'd be hilarious.
Do you want me to not be able to move for a month?
I might even deign to attend.
Oh.
But probably not.
I mean, I'm sure I could find something for you that's like low effort. Lighting.
No, I'm not going to volunteer.
I mean, it is a paid volunteer gig.
You know, I'm okay.
But yeah, no, I'll be doing that again this year, so I'm pretty excited. It's with a lot of my same Boo Crew friends.
Which is fun. It's another outing, except you're part of it. You're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You're like making the magic.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a full experience for you and the Boo Crew.
Yep.
Yes, I'm very happy for you.
Cramming sandwiches in our face because we only have 5 minutes in between cars. If you're lucky, might only get a bite before you have to get back to what you're doing.
Aww. But
well, I mean, that was last year's event was so disorganized, to say the least, and it's purely because of what last year was like.
Yeah, with the pandemic.
They had initially thought they would cancel it, and then when the drive-through haunt started being talked about, they ended up throwing something together pretty last minute. So it wasn't exactly like super well thought out or well organized. But we made the best of it. We had a lot of fun. The biggest issue was the rate at which they were pushing the cars through. Like whoever was supposed to be in charge of pacing the cars had no idea what the hell they were doing. Like they were supposed to let car 1 get to scene 2 before they let car 2 go.
Right.
But no, they're just sending them through one right after another. So it's like you're not giving the actors time to reset and get back in position. Like they're coming around a curve as like, and then headlights are hitting you as you're getting into your spot, and it's just like, well, now like it's pointless. Like I'm still gonna jump out because I'm not a jerk, but like they know exactly where I am. Like there's no surprise to this. Like so it wasn't well timed for significant bits of it because they sold out and were anticipating a crap ton of door sales. So they started just pushing a crap ton through a bunch of people, and then it was dead.
Oh man.
And then again, that 4 to 7 being the family friendly, and then 7 to 10 being the like more scary. So like we got all the family friendly done by like 6:30, and then we're waiting, and then a bunch of the adults start to come through, and it's 1 car.
Oh God.
3 cars.
Oh.
It's like, you guys.
Not anticlimactic.
It's like y'all did not think this through.
Meanwhile, I'm back here at the manor watching sci-fi while eating hot dogs, rice, kimchi, and milk.
Yep.
Although just recently they came out with a study saying that eating one hot dog will knock off 36 minutes of your life. And I don't really eat a lot of hot dogs, so I'm not super concerned. I don't know how long I'm going to be. But it made me think about
Well, also what
the
grade
hot dog eating champions.
Oh, God.
Think about that.
See, but also, does it change with, like, the quality of hot dog?
See, I do like the all beef ones.
Right, I'm like, is a Costco hot dog the same as, like, a shitty store brand hot dog?
Okay, what about like turkey dogs and
or,
chicken dogs?
Turkey dogs, or the all natural.
Those taste metallic to me.
All meat. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Now I might have to research.
That's another episode.
Do hot dog research.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good old hyperfixation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to plant that seed in your head.
But yeah, so it's been an interesting month. Hopefully
things will settle down.
I mean, I don't even know. I've given up on saying that at this point. When things calm down, things never calm down.
Every year we look forward, every new year for the last 3 years now, we've been looking forward to like, oh my God, please let this year be over. We're ready for the new year.
Yeah.
And now I'm just kind of like, I don't know if we're going to have like, how many more New Years we're going to have at the rate we're going.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping that like the next few weeks start to go more our way. But yeah, the last few weeks have been rough. But I'm glad we had family here. I'm glad we had lots of laughs and family time and friend time, and like even though we had to distance ourselves from our projects.
Yeah.
It was nice, but I'm glad that we are a little bit like reinvigorated and recommitted to our stuffs.
Yeah, I think for me the biggest thing hanging over my head was trying to finish
the burb stuff.
Yeah, finish the run so that the burbs could actually get outside of the coop and start like pecking around and scratching.
Being burbs.
Yeah, exactly. But anything else?
Don't think so.
I don't think so. So we're gonna work on being a little more regular.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all listening.
Yeah, we'll get a few episodes out to you over the next week or so, and then we'll hopefully get back on our schedule.
Yes, definitely.
Because I'm gone for a little over a week, and we got some stuff built up for y'all.
Yeah. So be sure to follow us and share us at will, whatever you feel comfortable doing.
And if you want to like do one of those review things. Like, I hear those are helpful.
I don't even know how to do a review thing.
If you have the time.
If someone figures out how to do a review thing, please tell us in the review how to do a review thing. We'd appreciate that. Thank you very much.
We are terrible.
All right. Well, as always, we sign off with a...
Smash your social mores with the weirdos next door.
Or...
Good night, friends.
Good night.